Alright, so first exercise is reverse lunge to lib, and I wrote down to do 10 on each leg, but you can really do as many as you'd like. For these, we're focusing on stepping back and then standing up quick and placing our foot straight into that lib position. Next is stand up to lib. You can stand up onto some kind of safe surface, like I am here onto my yoga block. You can even use something like a stool. So you're going to start with your shoulders pulled slightly forward over your knee and just stand up as fast as you can. Make sure you slide that lib foot straight up the side of your leg and pull that knee up. Next we have knee up to lib. So it's the same idea as your stand up to libs, except you're starting on your knee. You start by leaning your shoulders over top of your front knee to get all of the weight in your front foot, and then you're going to push off your back leg as fast as you can right to that lib position. Make sure with each lib you're focusing on pulling that knee up strong, but not letting your hips stick out to the side. Next up we have knee hop to lib. Start on your knee like you did for the last exercise. Still pull those shoulders forward over top of your front leg to transfer your weight. And as you stand up to your lib this time, you're going to push off your front toe. When you land back in that lib position, make sure you're holding that lib position. Squeeze the side of your foot to the inside of your leg and make sure you land on your toe and then settle into your heel. Now we have lib hops. So you're just going to start in your lib position already. Bend that bottom leg and then push through your toe like you did in the last exercise. Still absorb through your toe and settle into your heel when you land and really hold that lib position. All right, here we have calf raises. So holding your lib position, you're going to go all the way up onto your toe and all the way back down to a flat foot. Take your time for these ones. If you need to hold on to something to balance like I am here, that is totally fine. Moving on, we have side lunges. Just bend one leg and slide the other leg straight out to the side. Try to keep all of your weight over top of the leg that is bending. Alright, next up we have some core exercises. So we have some hollow body rocks and some hollow body holds. Make sure you're really pulling your belly button into your spine, squeezing your legs as straight as you can, pointing your toes, and keeping those arms up by your ears while you do these. And here we have some Superman rocks and a Superman hold. So for these ones, we want to create a little bit of a curve in our back by lifting our shoulders and our chest off the ground and pulling your heels up off of the ground. Really squeeze those muscles in your back. And next are some side hollow body rocks. Keep that bottom arm glued to your ear, and you can bring that top arm over onto the ground for some balance. Really try to squeeze your legs and your toes together as you rock back and forth. And you should be feeling this one in the side of your abs. And next we have plank hold. So you're really going to squeeze your abs on this one. Keep your back nice and flat and hold yourself up on your elbows and your toes. If you want to make this one a little bit harder, you can do some plank leg lifts like I'm doing here. Next exercise is side plank. So you're going to hold yourself up on your forearm and lift that top hip up to the ceiling. You should be feeling this one in the side of your abs again. If you want to make this exercise a little bit harder, add in some hip dips like I'm doing here. Just drop that bottom hip down and then pull that top hip back up to the ceiling. And here it is again on the other side. Moving on to some pike lifts. These ones are not only good for your jumps, but for your flying as well. Keep those legs squeezed straight with toes pointed, and keep those hands flat beside your knees as you lift your legs. You don't have to lift your legs too high, just focus on the technique for these ones. When your legs drop, they can hover over the floor or they can come down nice, slow, and controlled. Next, we're moving into some hip and glute strengthening exercises. So here we're doing some hip lifts. You're gonna start on your back, bend your knees in a little bit, and then pull your hips up to the ceiling. Make sure you squeeze your glutes at the top, hold for a second, and then come back down. So this is the exact same exercise as before, except it's done on one leg. Lift one foot off the ground and then use the other leg to help you lift your hips up. Try to keep that leg that's up nice and straight and extended. This will help make sure that when you lift your hips, that hip doesn't droop down. Now we're doing some fire hydrants. So you're just going to start up on your hands and knees. Make sure your core is nice and tight on this one. And then you're going to lift your knee up and out to the side.
And this one is the same exercise, except you're going to straighten your leg at the top of the lift. And here it is again on the other side. The last exercise I have for you is clamshells. So you're going to lie on your side, bend your knees in, pull your feet behind you a little bit, and then you're going to lift your top knee up, squeeze your hips and your glutes at the top of the lift, and bring your knee back down. If you want to make this one a little bit harder, you can come up onto your forearm like we did in our side planks, and you can add a hip lift. And this is the same exercise on the other side. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed these exercises and can make good use out of them. Thank you for watching.